It's been really unseasonably warm here in Seattle, and my pepper, I just left one of these Thai hot chili peppers in the ground, and it's still doing fine, which is interesting. Last year, our first frost happened mid-October, and I think this year it's going to happen like in mid-November. Purple sprouting broccoli doing really well. I've been pruning it on the bottom to keep it healthy. Still got some flowers and stuff going on here. What else? Got some celery. Planted some garlic a while back in October. So this is Brown Tempest. I got these from Fillory Garlic Farm, which is a local Washington State garlic farm, which is where you want to get your garlic. You want to get it where it grows. So it started to kind of shoot up a little bit. I was a little worried because it's kind of warm, and I don't want the garlic to get too big so that, you know, it gets hit too hard by the frost. But I think the frost is coming soon, so we should be good. Some different greens. I've got kohlrabi and a little bit of bok choy and just things like that, radishes. Let's see. So nice today. Marigolds are super stunning still. Zinnias have pretty much died back, but I assume that they'll seed themselves again next year, or seed themselves and then grow again next year, hopefully. That's how it works. And then these dahlias have really amazed me with just their sort of bicoloration. Super, super cool. I didn't know they would turn out like that. Maybe it's like a mutation or something. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but it's super wonderful and so cool that the dahlias are still going. I mean, it hasn't frozen yet, so that makes sense, but some little pom-pom dahlias, which are really cute. I love dahlias because you can divide them. They're super, like, at least in Seattle, they're hardy. And they're just wonderful. They just last a long time, and they're beautiful and many different colors. All right, so still got some calendulas going. This dahlia in particular has been amazing this year. Huge yellow blooms. Just give you a little overview. So I opened up the low tunnel so that you guys can see what everything looks like underneath. Still very lush, very green, because, you know, it hasn't frozen yet. There's some komatsuna, it's a Japanese green, and some red mustard greens as well. Some cauliflower, which is kind of, there's some little small heads down there, I guess. But I was impressed even that they got this big. I guess once I covered everything with the low tunnel, the greenhouse fabric, everything kind of shot up, which makes sense. There's some lettuce and things like that down here. I've been doing like a cut and come again style of harvesting. Some peas mixed in, which are left over from summertime, or fall, I guess, early fall. Let's see what else we got here. Some of them have got a little squashed by the greenhouse fabric when it rains. It kind of like weighs down on top of the fabric, unfortunately, but still doing okay. Some rutabaga, some beets. I don't know if I'm gonna get beet bulbs, just the greens maybe. We'll see. Radishes, those are black Spanish radishes. I could probably harvest the radishes now. Some lettuce. What else? And then these are just like potatoes that are left over from the ones I forgot to dig up in the spring, or in the late summer, I guess. Early summer. And then here is some bok choy. I sowed these, I think in August or something, late summer. Purple Lady bok choy. I've been harvesting this a little bit at a time for lunch. And under here, there's still some squash that I probably need to pull out soon. Kale's still going strong. It's probably the easiest thing to grow here in Seattle, at least. Just kind of stays there. Some little Brussels sprouts. Still trying to work on my Brussels sprout game. Parsnips. Really lush Harris model parsnips. I've already pulled a few of these to share and to eat myself. They're really awesome. I love parsnips. Gonna keep growing those. Here's some more stuff. So this reddish pinkish thing is it's called Love Lies Bleeding Amaranth, which you can harvest the grains and you can eat the leaves when they're young. They're not as tasty now probably, but I'll probably, I don't know, just an experiment. I don't know why I decided to plant these, just because they're hello, Jongdi mẹ Yidi yeah, my neighbor just walked by. He speaks Chinese just like me, so it's nice to have some fellow farmers around the neighborhood. The bleeding amaranth, I don't really know. I think I'll just harvest the grain if it gets to that point and see what I can do with it. It's kind of like quinoa, I've heard. Not really sure, but it looks really cool, so letting it kind of do whatever it wants here. New Zealand spinach. I keep calling that New Zealand flax because there's a grass called that, so my apologies. Another kind of garlic. I forget which one. It is the Island Rocambole. So there's a couple different kinds, and the Fillory Garlic Farm website is really helpful. They kind of lay out all the different types of garlic that I didn't even know there was all these different types, like purple stripe and, you know, Rocambole and all this stuff. Even within hardneck garlics, there's different varieties. But yeah, nasturtiums looking really cool, happy. I've been harvesting them for like giving people, you know, salad greens and mixing it up a little bit. There's some arugula, nice and healthy. They're bigger than the ones that I had going last winter, all winter long. So this is a good sign. Oh, there's my cat. Hi, Mercury. What you doing? My cat was exploring around the yard today. It's really nice today, so I wanted to take the opportunity to give you guys a tour while I can. Yeah, and I kind of, okay, so this area is mulched over with sheet mulch with newspaper and just like leaves that I found laying around from that maple tree over there, because there was borage growing here, and I had kind of known this about borage, but I just felt like, I don't know, I wanted to give it a shot because like it's such a good pollinator plant and it's blue and really beautiful and whatever, but like it just kind of got out of control. So I sheet mulched everything, all the borage seedlings, to hopefully kill most of them off so that I can kind of manage it better next year. It's I don't know, I kind of regret planting it, but I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. This is a really pretty grass. It's called Miscanthus. It's so cool. I got it from somebody in the neighborhood who just kind of divided a chunk off of it for me. Yeah, everything kind of looks, you know, like it should this time of the year. But just gonna mention that I've been helping my neighbor Trudy over there with her yard, and she's got a big slope in the back that I've sort of planted up with some perennial divisions. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'm actually surprised at how long things are flowering. I guess because it's so warm, but the Cerinthe, so pretty. Look at that. I don't think I'm gonna go up there. But, oh, hi, Mercury. Oops. Hi, Mercury. Sorry, I think I stepped on him. Oh, hi. It's okay, I'm right here. Okay. Hi, I'm right here. He just likes to like wander around and explore, but he likes to be close to his mommy too. Very sweet boy. Okay, yeah, I think we'll head back this way. Cosmos over there. So yeah, the goal for me was to really establish a fall garden and think I did a pretty good job this year. Last year I only had arugula, so get ready for spring and all that splendor. So far in the greenhouse, not much going on, just parsley, flat leaf parsley, which I have plenty of parsley if anybody wants parsley. Some kind of sad looking starts. Turmeric and garlic. Not garlic, ginger. I could harvest that probably, but I don't really care right now. I could probably harvest them soon, actually, before the frost comes, but I already have ginger from the store, organic ginger, so the garden looks very nice. I like the leaves on the ground look in fall, obviously, but it just adds so much nutrition back into the soil that people really take for granted, because the maple trees or whatever trees, their roots they send their roots down so far into the earth that it pulls up nutrients that could otherwise not be accessed by these like low growing perennials. So yeah, it just adds mulch, and it suppresses the weeds as well. Hi, Mercury. Oh, I really like that my cat's joining me on this garden tour. It's very sweet. Hi, sweetie. Where are you going? Hi, you want to tell me something? Oh, and the tomatillos I could have harvested them sooner, but like I was just kind of waiting for them to plump up, and I covered them with this greenhouse fabric because I feel like I just wanted to prolong their development time, I guess. So I'll harvest these later today, I think. Yep, and this little guy, love this little guy, gold leprechaun, columbine, super cool leaves. I just choose things because they look cool. There's really no rhyme or reason to like how I select plants. I mean, I do plant them in the appropriate places, but yeah, some blueberries that I got off of Craigslist. What else here? I planted a couple things in this little shady area. Finally, some columbine. I forget, I think that's lady's mantle or something. Anyways, all right, let's see what it looks like from here. It's always good to sort of like check in, because you think you know what your garden looks like, but then every day, pretty much every day, it changes. So it's not always about you. In fact, you're a very small part of it. And what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I guess I can take you guys this way since I never walk this way, but it's just I built this path. It's not like super great, but it's kind of steep, but it's like I try to mimic like a kind of a hiking trail, I guess. So I know how to navigate it. I just try not to like encourage people to go down it if they don't know how to. So there it is. There she is. And I really can't wait till spring, but plenty of time to brood over my the pros and cons of this year's gardening. So hope wherever you are that you're enjoying the sun, if you're in Seattle, or wherever you are that you're enjoying this time of rest and recuperation.